Well, what's up, guys? This is Frank Nitty here, and I'm not in a good mood. I waited a day to make this video because I didn't want to talk about the game yesterday because I was just pissed off. I was pissed off. I'm pretty sure a lot of Packers fans were pissed off at just how badly the team played last night. So I just didn't want nothing to do with the Packers. I didn't want to talk about the Packers. I didn't want to look at them. Nothing, because those guys went out there and they lost at home to a coach team that wasn't very good. A coach team that's had a struggling quarterback all season long. A coach team that's had a secondary that isn't very good. It's about as bad as ours. And they still somehow lose at home. And just get completely outplayed in the process. Yeah, the Packers had a little spark in the fourth quarter to try to come back, but it wasn't enough. Because the guys aren't doing enough to make plays to put them in sales position to begin with. Okay, it was a little too late, man. I didn't care about that late comeback they tried to get. I didn't care about that, man, because it was too late. They should have been playing like that right from the beginning. And even when there was plenty of time on the clock to maybe get Aaron and offense back on the field, the defense, just like they were pretty much all game long, was terrible on third downs. Couldn't get off the field, couldn't make those key stops that we needed. And that was one of the most disappointing things about the game, was the defense, was the fact that those guys were horrible in coverage. They were horrible getting off the field on third downs. They were terrible at getting to Andrew Luck. Yeah, there were a couple of times where they did. There were times where Dom Capers was switching up the defensive play. He was giving some different looks, bringing Morgan net on the blitz and things like that. But we were still struggling to get to the quarterback, man. Let's not get it twisted. As far as the offense goes, man, I'm just so sick and tired of this mediocre offense. I'm tired of those guys coming out there and playing like they don't know what the hell they want to do. There's so many miscommunications between Aaron and the receivers. Aaron goes out there and he's constantly trying to feed the ball to Richard Rodgers. I don't know why. Maybe to just remind NFL teams that we do have a tight end. which before this game, I swear I forgot that Richard Rodgers was even on the team, man. That's how much I didn't care about him. That's how much I wasn't even thinking about him. Okay? So Aaron's just out there trying to feed the ball to Richard Rodgers, not looking at Devontae Adams' way, barely looking Jordy Nelson's way, hardly targeting our wide receivers. Randall Cobb didn't even play into the second half. And I understand those guys were injured, so I'm not going to, shit on Cobb and, a couple other guys. I understand they were injured. I understand that. But come on, man. The tight end position is probably the position that we're the worst at. You see teams like the Patriots and other teams who do such a good job incorporating their tight end to their offense, but not us. We are horrible at that. We don't have a tight end, man. Period. We don't have a tight end. Aaron goes out there every game and struggles to have any type of communication with these wide receivers. Struggles to have these guys come out there and out firing and have a good, a well-balanced offense. But of course we can't have that because we don't have no run game. Yeah, we moved Ty Montgomery, and listen, let me say something. Ty Montgomery, despite the limited snaps that he got last night, every time that guy touched the ball, there was some magic there. Okay, every single time that he touched the ball. Okay, but yet the guy was hardly on the field. We gave the first drive of the game. We gave the ball to him a couple of times, and then boom, the run game just completely disappeared. We didn't try to run the ball anymore. We just kept doing pass, and just kept doing that for pretty much the entire game, just completely abandoning the run. Why? Again, you tell me if I'm lying. Every time that Ty Montgomery touched the ball, the guy made something happen. Every time he touched the ball, whether he caught a pass or whether he was running the ball. And yet we were limiting his snaps. Probably due to his illness. We never know. I mean, for the most part, he wasn't on the injury report. So I assume that he was completely healthy. But if he wasn't, then okay, I'll let that go. But Ty needs to be on that field almost every down, as far as I'm concerned. He is a playmaker in this offense. He is. He needs to be out there. Okay? Because we're not going to get any production out of our tight end. We're not going to get that. Aaron is playing like a rookie quarterback in his first season. Okay? There's nothing special about Aaron Rodgers' game at all. And it's not entirely his fault. We know that. These wide receivers, once again, every single week, they go out there and they struggle to get open, struggle to create any type of separation in man coverage. I mean, how sad is that when you see pretty much the same defensive scheme almost every week and you still don't know how to adjust to it? The Packers offense was literally making the Colts defense look like the Vikings. That's how bad it was. And you think I'm making that up? All you gotta do is go back and watch the game. They were literally making the Colts defense look like the Vikings. That's how bad these guys are, man. So we're sitting at 4-4, third place in the division, under the Vikings and the fucking Lions. The Vikings are one thing, but we're under the Lions. The Lions are above 500. They have a better record than us. We're sitting below those guys. That's when you know something is wrong. And this isn't the 2013 season where Aaron got injured for the second half of the season and then come back to the very end. No. He's been here since the entire time, and we're sitting at 4-4. Right there at 500, under the fucking Vikings and the Lions. And just, oh my gosh, man, I am just so sick and tired of the mediocrity in Green Bay right now. I'm so tired of it, man. I don't care if we want to go out and sign some former running back for the Lions. He's not going to do shit. Because for the most part, if they sign him, they're probably just going to sign him to get better to get better, you know, like when we get down at the goal line, you know, he might need a power back to get the ball in. That's pretty much all he's going to be. He's not going to be somebody that we're going to be starting trying to get a run game with. No, that's not going to happen. Because the offense is not focused on the run. Because obviously no Eddie Lacy. James Stark still isn't back. He still isn't healthy enough to play. And, you know, you got all the, and you see just how badly the run game obviously got affected with no Eddie Lacy out there. And you got all these Packers fans talking about how we should let Eddie Lacy go and look for another running back. Why? Before Eddie Lacy went down, every single time he ran the ball, that dude was running with effort. Okay? I say give him one more year. If you want to just get rid of him, that's one thing. But I say just give him one more year. If you don't want to have him come back as the starter, he can fill James Stark's spot, and we can get rid of James Starks. Okay? Because I'll be so pissed off at the Packers if they release Eddie Lacy after this season and keep James Starks. No, get rid of James Starks. You can keep Eddie Lacy. As far as I'm concerned, you can keep him. Maybe keep him for just one more year. You don't have to have him as the starter. You want to go out there and find another running back, fine, do that. But no, don't get rid of the guy. I do not agree with that. At all. Now, as far as defense goes, like I said, those guys suck. They're terrible. The corners, the defensive backs, they're terrible in pass coverage, man. Morgan Burnett's not good in coverage, okay? Micah Hyde is very mediocre. And the rest of those guys, the cornerbacks, they're not very good either. Okay? And even when guys like Rollins and Demarius Randall, when they were healthy, they wasn't very good either. And we're lacking so badly at that position, and it's so disappointing that, as usual, this team does absolutely nothing. Doesn't want to bring guys in, don't want to sign free agents, nothing. This team does absolutely nothing to improve at any fucking position. They just want to throw shit together and hope that it works. They want to bring guys off the practice squad. They want to sign rookies in the draft, guys with no experience whatsoever, and start them. They want to move a wide receiver to a running back and hope that it all comes together and works. No, that's not how you build a team. That's not how you run a team, man. And I'm done, man. I'm so tired of Mike McCarthy. I'm so tired of Ted Thompson, man. We will never ever get back to Super Bowl and even win one under these two guys. We're not. Okay? 10 years of Mike McCarthy. As far as I'm concerned, the guy can go. Okay? I'm tired of him, man. I'm tired of his playbook. I'm tired of his play calling. The shit ain't working no more, man. We are a very mediocre team right now. There's only a handful of good teams in the NFL to begin with. Like the Cowboys, like the Patriots. As far as I'm concerned, there really isn't that many good teams in the NFL, and we surely aren't one of them. We are a terrible football team right now. Okay? It ain't no, oh, let's try to get better and try to win the game next week. No, it's none of that. We are a terrible football team. And do you think these guys like Ted Thompson in the front office are going to try to do anything about it in the offseason? No. They're just going to do what they always do. They're just going to try to hope and draft players and hope that this shit fixes on its own. That's all Ted Thompson has done as long as he's been here in Green Bay, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of Mike McCarthy. I'm sick of Dom Capers. I'm sick of all of it. Green Bay seriously needs a change, a big change. Okay, things have to change, man, here in Green Bay, because we are not going to get back to the Super Bowl under these guys anymore. It's not working. Okay, and the sad part is, of course, you got a lot of Packers fans who don't have enough balls to just come out and say that. They want to still hope that something happens. It's not going to, man. Not with these players, not with these coaching staff, not with Mike McCarthy, this coaching staff, none of it. No way in hell we're ever getting back to that promised land. And as far as I'm concerned, this team, like it always does every single year, keeps constantly coming in here into the season with the same goddamn players, same coaching staff, same everything, year in, year out, making absolutely no changes whatsoever to better this football team, to better give weapons to Aaron Rodgers to throw the fucking ball to better get guys back there on the defensive side to freaking be better at their position as far as corner and safety production, get better at the tight end position, bring somebody in who can be more productive. We don't do any of that. Any of that. We don't do anything. That's how this team is. We don't do anything. We just ride the wave and hope that something happens. We just watch this team go to playoffs every goddamn year, and just because we do, that means something should change in Green Bay? No. Something should. Because what's going to happen even if we do make the playoffs, huh? We're going to probably get knocked out like we always do. And if you think that, if you're a Packers fan, you think that we're going anywhere with this team, you're fooling yourself. You're fooling yourself, man. You are absolutely fooling yourself. So that's it, man. I mean, this is my first video back on camera since the beginning of the season. I had to because I'm so pissed off with this team right now, man. And just simply talking into a mic isn't going to be enough to express how pissed off I am. I had to actually be on camera for it. I'm sick and tired of mediocrity in Green Bay, man. I'm tired of it. So that's it. Now we're going on the road. We got a couple of big road games coming up. We start with the Titans. Another team that obviously that's not good. But you know what? It won't surprise me one bit if we lose that game either. Because just how terrible these guys are playing on both sides of the ball. Both sides. Alright? So that's it. I'm out. Peace.